NMBK Group presents Festival Facts ಹಬ್ಬಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯ.
Mahashivaratri. Mahashivaratri is one of the most important and sacred nights in the Hindu calendar, dedicated entirely to Lord Shiva, the Lord of destruction, meditation, and transformation. The word Shivaratri literally means the night of Shiva, and Mahashivaratri means the great night of Shiva. It falls on the 14th day of the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha, of the month of Phalguna or Magha, usually in February, March, just before Amavasya. On this night, devotees stay awake, fast, and worship Shiva as a way of overcoming inner darkness, ignorance, and negative tendencies. The festival reminds people that spiritual light, awareness, and devotion can guide them through even the darkest phases of life. There are several beautiful stories linked to Mahashivaratri, and different traditions emphasize different ones. The divine marriage of Shiva and Parvati. According to many Puranic stories, Mahashivaratri is the night when Lord Shiva married goddess Parvati. Parvati, considered a form of Shakti, performed intense tapasya and penance to win Shiva's heart. And finally, their marriage was celebrated on the Chaturdashi of the dark fortnight of Phalguna, which we now honor as Mahashivaratri. Spiritually, this union symbolizes the balance of consciousness and energy, and the harmony of masculine and feminine principles in the universe. Shiva drinks the poison, the Nilkant story. Another well-known legend links Shivaratri to the great cosmic event of Samudra Manthanan, the churning of the ocean by Devas and Asuras to obtain Amrita, the nectar of immortality. Along with many treasures, a deadly poison called Hala Hala emerged, which threatened to destroy the entire universe. To save creation, Shiva collected the poison and drank it, holding it in his throat so it would not spread through his body. This turned his throat blue and he became known as Nilakant, the blue-throated one. Devotees believe Mahashivaratri honors this selfless act of protection, showing Shiva as the one who observes negativity and protects the cosmos. Shiva's Tandava, the cosmic dance. Some traditions say Mahashivaratri is the night when Shiva performed the Tandava, the powerful cosmic dance that represents creation, preservation, and dissolution of the universe. The Tandava is not just a dance in the ordinary sense. It is a symbol of the cyclical nature of existence: birth, growth, destruction, and renewal. Remembering this on Mahashivaratri reminds devotees that change is natural and that clinging to the past only increases suffering. The night of spiritual awakening. Another interpretation from Vedantic and spiritual perspectives is that Mahashivaratri is the night when the divine energies of the cosmos support inner stillness and meditation. Some traditions even say that due to special alignment, the natural energy of the earth tends to rise upwards on this night, helping people who meditate and remain awake to experience deeper states of awareness. So, beyond rituals, this night is seen as an opportunity to turn inward, dissolve the ego, and more closer to moksha or liberation. At its core, Mahashivaratri is about inner transformation and awakening. It represents overcoming darkness and ignorance with knowledge and devotion to Shiva. Shiva, often shown as a meditating yogi, symbolizes the still, witnessing consciousness within each of us. Parvati or Shakti represents dynamic energy, creativity, and the power that moves the universe. The union of Shiva and Shakti is therefore a reminder that true harmony in life comes when stillness and action, silence and expression are in balance. Mahashivaratri invites devotees to quiet the restless mind, let go of attachments and ego, and recognize their deeper self as pure awareness. Many spiritual teachers explain that fasting, night-long vigil, and mantra japa are not just rituals but practical tools to discipline the body and mind and redirect attention from the outer world to inner space of consciousness. Across India and many parts of the world, Mahashivaratri is observed with great devotion and simplicity. Many devotees keep it day-long fast. Some take only fruits and milk. Some eat one simple meal, and others observe a nirjala fast, avoiding food and sometimes even water for the entire day and night. The idea is that by keeping the body light and controlled, the mind becomes more focused on prayer and meditation rather than physical cravings. The central ritual is the worship of the Shivalinga in temples and homes. Devotees perform Abhishekam, ceremonially bathing the linga with water, milk, curd, honey, ghee, and sometimes sugar and fruit juice. They offer bilva leaves, dhatura flowers, bale fruit, and other sacred items believed to be dear to Shiva. Each substance used in Abhishekam has a symbolic meaning. For example, milk for purity and compassion, water for cleansing, honey for sweetness of speech and mind. One of the special features of Mahashivaratri is the Jagarana, staying awake throughout the night in the presence of Shiva. Devotees gather in temples, ashrams or homes chanting Om Namah Shivaya, singing bhajans, reciting Shiva Chalisa and hymns of text such as Shiva Purana and listening to stories of Shiva. The night is often divided into 4 prahars with different pujas or abhishekams performed in each quarter of the night. Staying awake is symbolic of staying spiritually alert, not allowing the mind to sink back the sleep of ignorance. The Panchakshari mantra Om Namah Shivaya is central to worship on this night. Repeated with devotion, it is believed to purify the mind, destroy past karmic impressions, and draw the devotee closer to Shiva's grace. Many people also meditate, sit in silence, or listen to discourses and satsangs on the life, symbolism, and philosophy of Shiva. In some spiritual centers, guided meditations, yoga practices, and special programs continue all night, making use of the heightened spiritual atmosphere. Temples dedicated to Shiva are decorated with lights, flowers, and rangoli. Places like Varanasi, Ujjain, Srishailam, Somnath, Kedarnath, and many Jyotirlinga shrines see especially large gatherings. In Nepal and other regions, Pashupatinath and similar temples draw thousands of devotees who perform Abhishekam and join in day-long and night-long worship. Different states in India have their own flavors. In some places, Processions of Shiva and Parvati idols are taken out. In others, folk music, dance, and cultural programs related to Shiva's tales are organized. Beyond mythological stories and rituals, Mahashivaratri carries a very practical and modern message. It reminds us to pause in the middle of our busy lives and look within. It encourages discipline through fasting, simplicity through minimalism, and mindfulness through prayer and meditation. It teaches that just as Shiva observed the cosmic poison, we too can learn to transform our pain, anger, negativity instead of passing them to others. The night long vigil symbolizes a commitment to remain conscious, not just physically awake but spiritually awake. The marriage of Shiva and Parvati reminds us that balance between work and rest, logic and emotion, outer success and inner peace is essential for harmonious life. If someone participates in Mahashivaratri with sincerity, whether by fasting, meditating, visiting a temple, or simply spending some quiet time reflecting on their life, the festival becomes more than a ritual. It becomes a step towards inner growth. In this way, Mahashivaratri continues to be celebrated not only as a religious event but as a timeless opportunity for spiritual renewal, self reflection, and connection with the divine presence of Lord Shiva in our hearts. Happy Mahashivaratri! Thank you.